Welcome to Celebrity Home Shopping. I'm your host Samir and I'm happy to have me.
On today's episode, we're taking a look inside Kim Kardashian's Hidden Hills home.
Let's take a look inside. Before we do that, let me just caveat that Kim recently did a Vogue interview. So for simplicity's sake, this is just a review of that video and we're not going to look at other stuff. Maybe sometime in the future, I'll do a total review of everything in her home. Now for real, let's take a look inside.
We love the cream vibes of the home.
This color palette is maximum zen and your home should be your personal zen garden.
We love the cream piano. Here's a closer look at it.
This extra chair must be for an instructor, so who's taking lessons. I hope all the kids are.
We love the BAWs in here.
Big ass windows.
We love that there are no curtains or blinds either.
Curtains and blinds really make a room look smaller, and if you have no close backyard neighbors, it's so much nicer when you don't have to block the view if you don't have to.
In the dining room, we love this archway.
The bigger the arch, the nicer it feels to go inside.
We love this chair setup.
I know you're thinking that this is a deranged way to keep the chairs, but let me explain. By moving the chairs to the side when you don't need them, it's much easier to clean under and around the table, which is where most of the mess will be. And since she probably has a Roomba army roaming around here at night, it'll be much easier for them too.
We love that there's a solid 3 Kardashian BMS in the kitchen.
We wouldn't expect anything less at a Kardashian residence. BMS stands for butt measurement system, which is typically the distance between the side counters in your island. 3 is a good BMS to have, which means someone could be on each side and then someone could walk through easily if they need to. Even though Kim's is a little bit oversized, we should probably start using it as the gold standard, because if 3 of hers can fit, then you've probably got a pretty solid space to work with.
We love the booth sitting in this eating nook.
Let me just throw it out there that anyone that chooses to sit with their back to their crowd at a restaurant and not in a booth is insane. You should only be okay with that reluctantly if someone got to the booth first. I'm a booth boy for life.
We love the LAH.
An LAH is on our list of mansion must-haves.
Especially one that's full of windows and natural light.
We usually don't measure BMS in a hallway, but I've got a little surprise for you all today. We've got Kim's to measure this space with. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 BMS in here, which is pretty great, I must say. You could move a lot of furniture through this hallway with ease. You could even drive through here with a little sedan if you wanted to.
In the main bedroom, we love the sitting area.
I don't know why, but peaches are on my mind right now, and these 2 chairs would look really comfortable for them.
We love this trunk.
You probably noticed that there's no junk or clutter around this home. In the video, Kim says that she lets the kids' rooms be messy and some playrooms and some other spaces, but the main living areas of the home are clutter-free, which I really love and respect because, like I said earlier, your home needs to be your zen garden and free of as many distractions as possible. So this trunk, she says that her mom would put certain mementos and things in these envelopes, one for every year up to age 10, I believe, and then just store them in a trunk. She did this for all her kids. And that's cool because it gives you a limited amount of junk to collect. You really need limits on your junk collection or else it'll get out of hand over the years. Also notice there aren't many outlets in the home, like look at the wall behind me.
Nothing in here. And this is the only one I could find in here.
Kind of love this. Outlets look really ugly on the wall, and I've always hoped for a better solution. Maybe they just use a really long extension cord when they need to plug something in.
In the backyard, we love the grounds.
At a little over 3 acres, this is the perfect property size to have in a city. Anything more, and you'll need to move out to a farm.
We love Kim's hair, and we like her dress.
It looks really cozy. I wonder if they make it in a men's medium.
We love these fields where she says she planted herbs, fruits, and vegetables.
I'm actually going to be in town in LA and Woodland Hills this week, pretty close by. And if you have anything in season that you need picked, would love to come by and fill up a couple bags of some fresh goods.
We love this walkway. We love the gray paint on her cars, especially the Lamborghini SUV in the middle.
That's probably my most favorite car out right now. She apparently spent over $100,000 in paint to get these to match her home. I would have painted them for her for $50K, although it looks like the painter did do a good job.
Finally, we like her kids' art around the home.
Before we continue, this is a good time to pause the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like the video as well. That lets the algorithm gods know that it's a good video. And my goal right now is to get 10,000 homies. Let's do it. Thanks in advance. Here's what we hate about the house.
We hate all the fireplaces. There's this one, and this one outside.
They seem more for decor than use. And you never know when the heat could go out. The valley can get really cold at night and you might need these one day.
In the kitchen, we hate how big the island is.
This isn't an island, it's a continent. The only way you'll be able to clean this is to stand on it and mop it.
We hate this plant.
This looks like someone took a bunch of very used Swiffer dusters and made it into an arrangement. And that hurts my heart. And I'm sorry, but what the hell is that? Can we zoom in? Is that what I think it is? Track lighting in a $50 million home? There should be no track lighting in any home above 175K. This is honestly a little bit embarrassing. If I came over here, I'd keep my head and eyes down so I don't have to see this monstrosity. Pete is from Staten Island though, and they've got a lot of track lighting there, so I bet he likes this.
In the living room, we hate that you'd have to walk all the way around here to get to the couch to lump.
I'd probably just climb over this back part and roll down instead of going around that.
I don't understand the walls in here. Is this a chalkboard? And what's this? Is this for a projection TV?
I don't get it.
In the eating nook, we hate that there are like 1,000 pillows here to fluff every day. We hate that this beam breaks up the window.
You should have called up the Property Brothers to have them remove this to give you a seamless view of the backyard.
We hate that the table looks permanently bolted to the ground.
What if you eat an entire burrito and have a burrito baby? You'd want to push the table to get out easily, but you can't. Then you'd be stuck here forever, living in Kim Kardashian's booth, which is probably not actually a bad thing. Could we have a quick fireside chat about chairs for a second? We hate open back chairs that expose your crack like this. As my old football coach Randy Roberts used to say, crack kills.
She's got a similar kind in here, but in the dining room, she has one closed back.
This is really the way to be. Just say no to open back chairs. Some people are not very crack aware and you never want to embarrass your guests, so be sure to get the proper chairs. Let's proceed.
Outside, we hate the grass.
Honestly, expected more luscious grass than this. Can see a lot of patches and brown spots.
We hate these little cracks under the wall.
Dirtville, USA.
And we hate trees that are so close to a home.
They make me really nervous because the roots could mess up your foundation. There's nothing more important than a good foundation.
Finally, we hate these bushes next to the basketball court.
Not it getting a ball if it bounces in here. This home ranks 4.5 out of 5 on the Homies Home Ranking Scale. As always, welcome to the Stats After Show, where we take a deeper dive into the stats. Let's talk about the ranking. Gave it a 4.5 ranking. That's near perfect. Honestly, really love the plainness and simplicity of it. You really want your main home to be a Zen garden sanctuary, and this feels that way. Also, I've seen some of the rest of the home, like the walk-in fridge and freezer. It's really got a ton of great amenities. Didn't give it a perfect ranking though, because I hate the proximity to LA. Hidden Hills is pretty far away. And I also don't love the exterior, like the front. As a little bonus, do you all want to see what it looked like before they bought it? As you can see, they put $20 million into renovations after they bought it, and they did a TGJ, a total gut job.
Here's the kitchen before and after. The LAH before and after. The family room before and after. The dining room before and after. And the living room before and after.
If this home were in a different neighborhood, it would probably turn into a museum. If you've ever been to the Philbrook Museum in Tulsa, I feel like it looks very similar inside. But this is a gated neighborhood, so I'm sure the neighbors would never let you do that. What did you all rank it, and what did you love and hate about it? As always, let me know in the comments. Super special thank you to our Patreon Iced Coffee supporters. That's patreon.com/Samir. With your support, I can be a winner and get a $5 iced coffee every day, so thank you. I want to shout out our Patreon Plus producers. That's Spencer, Melissa, Dan, Teddy, Megan, Lauren, Henrika, Chen, Julie, Barlab, Ellen, Paul, Alyssa, Ann, Colin, Mike, Sarah, Emmy, Farry, and Beth. Thank you so much. And here are all our Patreon producers. I want to give you all a round of applause. See you all next episode.